Sound check, obviously. Come on, guys. Oh, well done, Glenna. Guys, click the link in the comments. Hey, Lisa, how are you? I literally just got out of the shower. It's not enough hours in the day, I swear. Everyone all right? No one's talking tonight. Why do you guys always do this? It goes a big dead silence right in the beginning. Are there? Oh, good. I'm glad you're well, Lisa. I'll sit here in silence then too. Come on, this is a free for all. This is Q&A time for you guys. Hey, James. Hope you're well. Sarah. I'm good, thank you. I hope you guys are all well. Oh no, what's wrong, Stacey? I literally just got out the shower. I had to come home, dye my hair, quickly get in the shower. I didn't get out of work till late either, so. And my hair's so short it doesn't take properly. What's up, Stacey? You got the flu? Hey. Yes, True Crime Whisperer. It's good to see you in here. What was the first thing I done when I was released? Well, I obviously had to go probation, and then I went and saw my papa. And it's funny because I spoke to a friend today that's actually on her day release, or like evening Jenny, that's actually out on her rottles at the minute, and she's not got long left. And I said to her, I was like, I'm not trying to like dampen on your parade. I said, but it's not what you expect when you get out. You get all excited and you get all hyped up and you think this is it, I'm free. And you got your Lamborghini. Yeah, and it's not as hyped up as you think it's going to be. I got a lecture from my old man as soon as I got out. You're not going to go back, blah blah blah. And it was like, man. But everyone that I speak to that get out from prison, they say the same thing. I mean, maybe not everyone has the same experience, but most people that I spoke to definitely wasn't as exciting as they thought it was going to be. I know, that was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Yeah, Nadia. Is this Nadia? Like ENF Nadia? I'll be okay, bad pain in my lower back. Oh God, I can imagine. I hope you got something for the pain. Guys, so anything you want to know about my past, presents, my prison journey, this is a free-for-all, so I don't really... Well, I do speak about me on my lives and stuff, but prison terrifies me. Do you know what? It scared me before I went. Did you ever meet any whole lifers? Yeah, there was a lot of lifers in prison that I was with. Yeah, my neighbours and stuff like that. Just before Corinne's birthday live views for a right laugh. How do they get allowed tattooing in prison? My son's mums did time and had a bird in there and came out with birds' names tattooed. Yeah, so literally they use black paint. So they'll still paint from arts and crafts. Sewing needles, they get brought in, and that's how they do a tattoo. Some of the girls are actually quite good at it. Robert, my tattoos, I got them from a guy called Woody's. He's actually been on TV and stuff in High Wycombe. He is shit hot. He didn't do all of them, but he done this sleeve here with the portraits and stuff on it. James, I went to prison for conspiracy to supply Class A drugs. Oh, sorry about that. We'll try and remember what the question is. I'm going to be on for about an hour, so you've got time to remember. No, okay. So I do. Do you know what? Now you've said that, I do remember Nadia asking you. Is it Nadia? Oh, yeah, Nadia. There was a girl in prison. She was on ENF wing with me in Send. What did you first ever go to jail for? The 10 days. So the first time I ever went to jail, I done 11 days and I got done for driving whilst on a ban for the second time. So I had no license, got caught, got a ban, then I carried on driving like you do and got caught a second time and they sentenced me to 4 months. 3 months for driving on a ban and a month for breaching my community service from the first one, even though I had sick notes. But my solicitor appealed against sentencing and got me out because it was ridiculous to go to prison for. When did you first realise you were gay? Sorry if I'm too personal, don't have to answer it. No, I was about 10, 11 years old. I fancied women. It messed my head up. I suffered massively from depression because obviously at like 10, 11, and we're talking back in the 90s, very early 90s. I mean 2000s, but no, but in the 90s it wasn't normal. So growing up as a teenager, it was very mentally challenging. But yeah, Catherine, what do you do for a living? Just being nosy. I'm a branch manager of a car factory place. They supply car parts basically to garages and stuff. Oh, thank you. Brooklyn, New York. No way. Shout out to America. I'm good, thank you. Happy. I hope you are. Is prison anything like porridge on the TV? Um, no, prison's nothing like any of the. Like I've said it before. If you guys want to know what prison's like, the most spot on thing I've ever watched is Time, but the women's version, that is just so on point. As some of you guys may know, we had MJ in here and she got stuck in the revolving door prison, and there's a woman on there that gets stuck in that door. Now, guys, you just got to watch it because that's what prison is like. Do you watch court cases on Harmony, Montgomery? Only five dad killed her. She said, no, I haven't, Nicole. Am I lagging bad? Oh, hi, Elaine. Welcome. Oh, wow, Holloway. Guys, am I really lagging bad? This was doing it last night, but I thought it was your end. I've got full reception. Maybe I'll disconnect from the internet. Let me know if it's really bad. But thank you for the subscription. Much appreciated. And if you ever want to share your story on here, just let me know. You've really turned your life around, Fran, and work hard and look after your mum. Do you have time for yourself? Not really. I try to, but do you know what? I'm lucky that my mum's still here. I'm lucky that I get the time I do with her. So I literally, it's not about me at the minute, but I do, if I want to, I do. So I just don't that often. I don't really like socializing anymore, if I'm honest. I quite enjoy coming home and just chilling and know she's all right. I feel guilty if I stay out for the night. I have done and I do, but not that often. Yeah, guilt gets me. And she keeps thinking it's my birthday. Yesterday, she said happy birthday. Today, she was like, is it your birthday today? I was like, Mum, you've got to stop stressing. I promise I'll tell you the day before. What made you eventually stop doing what you was doing? For instance, family member about to drive to Birmingham for a package. My old man, never seen my old man cry. He's like the little Dolmio man, proper Italian man. And he come on a visit, and it was the first time I ever see him cry. And he was just like, "You know how much drugs ruined your life. I don't understand why you would do that to other people." And it hit home, and it was like, "Shit, it's now or never." So, yeah, I couldn't do it. I couldn't hurt him more than I'd already hurt him. It's great you're working, Fran. All the best. Thank you, Kath. What was the day before you were going to get released like? Was you nervous? Yeah, I was nervous. There was a song that I had on repeat and I was literally dancing around my cell, pacing up and down my cell, and I was buzzing. I was happy. There is actually a video on my channel. If you check it out, it says 24 hours before my release. So yeah, I actually slept though. I didn't think I'd sleep. I thought I'd be too excited, but I slept. But I was just on a high. Oh, I'm glad it's not lagging. Perfect. Okay. Really, I've just been caught again for the 6th time in total, 5 times within the last 18 months. October was the last time I got caught, and I've never been to jail for it. I'm currently on tag and curfew. What's that for? No, I'm not following that case. I might have to by the sounds of it. Okay, brilliant. Yeah, I wondered what they was gonna do to Holloway because it's a bit like Reading. They shut that down and they can't really do anything because it's historical, isn't it? I didn't know if it was the same for Holloway. They can't change the outside of the buildings. Thank you for being a good mate for my Natalie. Ah, is that Nat from Who Was Inside, Lawrence? If you could do any job, what would you do? Do you know what? I would do this. My goal is to do this full time. I want to help women on release from prison. I want to do something with Glenna and other ex-prisoners. You know, we have got a goal, so it is to do this and support other women, and more to try and help women from the revolving door or women going out in a tent. It's going to be a long road, but we'll get there. If you get transferred a long way, say from Durham to Cornwall, do you go in a prison van or escorted in a car? No, prison van. So what they'll do is they'll do a stop. So halfway there, you'll go into another prison in between it, and or it can even be a police station as well. You'll go in there and you'll stop overnight, and then they'll be off again in the morning. Uh, Nicole, it's a very complicated one at the minute. Um, yeah, it's just a complicated one. Fran, sometimes it takes a stern word from a parent to make. He says it does, Luke. But do you know what the worst thing as well? I think for me it was the right time in prison. Right time in my life for me to go to prison. If I'd have gone when I was like 25, I would have been in and out. I don't think my dad's words would have been as powerful. Do you think the rules of domestic violence and self-defense should stay with self-defense? I never actually wanted a fella again after my past experience. Yeah, yeah, my best friend who passed away, she was abused by her partner, and one day she just snapped and went for him, and he died. It wasn't on purpose. She got 19 or 18 years, and yeah, she sadly passed away in prison, well, in a hospital, but while serving time in prison. So, I don't think that's right. I think there needs to be set rules and consequences for different levels. Hi, Hannah. I was in Foston Hall from 2021 to 23, and oh my god, the people I met were nice. Then I found out what they did, and it made me sick to my stomach. I was in the same cell as Shannon Marsden. Why do I know that name? But yeah, that's the problem. They're the ones that will befriend you the most. Hey, Wesley, um, they will literally, yeah, yeah, they will become across so nice. But that's what they do. They're manipulators. Um, Lawrence, yeah, and that's a legend, man, legend. I literally will be my friend till the day I die. She's a good egg. She was there for me as well. She was my little rock in prison as well. Is there any way of finding out what prison someone is at? No, it's I don't think there is. You can the only thing you can no, I was just thinking about writing someone that prison number. I don't think there is. I actually really don't, because if you ring the prisons, they don't tend to tell you. Yeah, guys, check out the link that GDB Sounds has just done. She's created she has created a web page for us and Facebook, so check it out and jump over. Can we send? No, hang on. Court cases are addictive to see these evil people's put away for. Yeah, I know, Nicole. Yeah, it's, they don't. But the thing is some they have actually got a chance of getting out, and that's wrong on so many levels. Tracy, can we send you a card? I know we don't have your address. Maybe send one to your work address. Oh, yeah, bless you. That's really sweet. Yeah, I obviously wouldn't put it out on here, but we speak on Facebook anyway. How was your prison food like in general? I've heard there's a lot of food during the Christmas period. So in Bronzefield, the true crime whisperer, she'll tell you. And guys, if you're new in here or don't know who she is, please subscribe to her channel. We do quite a lot of lives together, and she does a different kind of prison content, which is really, really amazing. So anyway, she'll tell you Bronzefield food was crap, horrific. Portions were small, tight as hell. Unless you knew who was serving up, you were getting a shit dinner. Bronzefield was amazing. Sorry, HMP Send was amazing. The food portions were big. The food was good. You'd get a fry up, and there was like extras, especially if you knew the girls in the kitchens. Then I used to come home with like 3 meals. Yep, I snapped. You can only take so much. No, it's true. Oh, hey Malaysia. Shout out to you. I like that we got. No, have I just read that right? Uh, wow, that's sick. Um, I was in Bronzefield, done my sentence in there because of my job. Done Holloway, Downview, High Point years ago when it had a women's and men's. Now it's just men. Oh wow, but never been to Send. I've heard it's better. Yeah, it's a really good prison. I did about 4 days in Downview, so I don't really know what Downview was like. That was like years ago because I was on induction wing, so you didn't get to come out of the cell. I think a lot of us snap in the end and we can't take any more, but sometimes people just listen. Yeah, that's the thing. It's definitely true. It's like poking a dog, and there's only so much they're going to take before they snap. Um, the BBC have announced they're doing a new documentary on Sarah Everard. I hope they are respectful. Yeah, right. That woman who stabbed the MP didn't get long considering. It's just literally, it just depends what sentence. That's what I'm saying. And nothing stands, nothing fits. I got longer than someone that like messed around with kids. Or I know one girl, she got 1 year and 4 months longer to serve than me, and she killed her kid. Crazy, absolutely crazy. I'm not saying what I'd done was right. It does ruin lives and stuff like that. But you kill your own kid and you serve him 5 years, you get 10, serve 5. If you know the police station he was at, you may be able to work out where he is. I was with my ex 7 years, beat me up loads of times, made me do a lie detector. Wow. Jesus, I'm really sorry to hear that, Jenny. Hey, Samantha. I did message you back earlier, by the way, as well. You're a little legend for that, so thank you very much. Was you angry at everyone when you first went into prison, and did you start taking accountability and accepting it was your fault? Oh, 100%. Never ever tried to deny that it was not my fault. The minute I got pulled over, well, I got rammed off the road. I said to the police straight away because it was a massive holder. It was sat on the back seat. You can't hide it. There's no way you was hiding that amount of drugs. But I had my ex-partner in a car at the time, so straight away I was like, "Look, it's on the back seat. It's mine. It's nothing to do with her," you know. And I'd had a good run. I'd had a good run in life. So yeah, I've always held my hands up to what I've done. Did people serve and spit in the food if it was for a yeah, Lisa, they did spit in food, yeah. They done some sorry, I can't say I've seen it firsthand, but I've heard some horrific stories. Yeah, yeah, Samantha, I saw your message. I replied. I have replied. That's why I said you're a little legend. Thank you. I'm excited for that. So yeah, we'll chat again after. I'm writing a book about my experience in prison. I only been to Foster and Hall. What advice do you have about doing one? I'm self-publishing it myself. I with writing a book, I don't know. I'm probably going to get called out by I think it's Patricia if she's in here in a minute. I plan to. I started writing a book in prison, but I haven't gone anywhere with it. I want to publish my diary that I'd done in COVID. So I done a diary from the day we went into lockdown to the day before I was released. I didn't miss a day of it. The emotions were mad as well, proper mad. I think it'd be very interesting for me to read back because I think I won't, because that was tough. That 12 months was like real prison. That's when shit got really real. So I got advised anyway, to cut a long story short, that you can do it on Amazon. That you can write it up on there on the Kindle or something they got on there. So maybe have a look into that. But unfortunately, I don't really have any information on that one. The problem with most prisons is they feel everyone else is wrong and they don't take responsibility for their actions and behaviours. Andrew, it's so true. You will find a lot of prisoners will deny their crime or put the blame onto someone else. And that's the shit thing, because when prisoners are telling the truth, they no one believes them because X, Y, and Z got found out, that they were lying. So you've done it, man. I've done it. I hold my hands up. I got away with it for a long time. So I deserved everything I got. I should have got a longer sentence than I did, really, but I'm grateful to God that I didn't. So I think that was enough to make me change. And it wasn't exactly a short sentence either. I got longer than someone who had more drugs than me. I know, it's mad. The system's fucked. It really, people don't believe me when I say it depends if the judge likes the look of you. It depends if it's a female or a male. It really depends. And I don't think that's right. I don't think they should have any control. It should be set amount, set sentence. 15 minutes in and no one's mentioned Lucy Letby. Well, you had to go and ruin it, Will, didn't you? I'm joking. I didn't know when I was... you're responding to Nicole. Sorry, I'm late. Hi. Corinne, you can jump on here and I'm sure I can add you in here in a minute if you want. 23-year-old male friend, never been in trouble, but still have a lot of regrets in life. Do you have a lot of regrets in life? And what would you say to your younger self? Right. It'd be a lie if I said I never had regrets, but one of the most wicked sayings, is don't regret what you did do, regret what you didn't. You can't change the past. Regretting and dwelling on stuff, the only person that suffers is you. It will hold you back from your future. Learn from your mistakes. Just think, how am I going to be a better person from that? How am I going to move on? How am I going to let go? Listen to I listen to motivation videos on YouTube. I do it all the time. When I get in a really dark place, I literally put them on and it's like, yeah, you know. But yeah, do not regret what you've done. Just regret what you haven't done. And what would I say to my younger self? You absolute dickhead, go make something of yourself. Um, it's quite a tough question because it's state the obvious, isn't it? Like, just speak out, get help. Yeah, I should have got help when I was younger. I should have spoke out about the fact that, I was struggling with what was going on at home, in my head, with being gay and stuff like that. And maybe things would have been different, but also it's made me who I am today. So again, I regret doing wrong, but I kind of don't regret it in another aspect because it's taught me a lot about myself, and I wouldn't be able to be sat here now trying to help other people or advise people, that are coming out of prison or facing prison. I think some judges need testing for drugs. Yeah, you know that before they sentence. Seems hit and miss how they feel on that. It really does. If the judge didn't get laid the night before, you're screwed. Horrible when you know you're not hiding. I was devastated. I know. I know. I even turned around and said, fuck, I'm going away for a long time. Probably done. Anne Frank, 2024. Probably done me good though. Makes you do a little thinking. Jail's not the place to be. It really does. It really does. I've got a lot to change about myself. Still, I'm far from perfect, but to who I was before prison, yeah, I'm doing good. I believe in the existence of God. I only believe there's one God. I don't know which God it is. I don't know, but I just believe there can only be one. Going off some comments here, I'm a strong believer in what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, and I believe that we're all here and listening, sharing these stories because of our past. Exactly. What type of court did you go to for your sentence? Crown Court, Kingston Crown Court. prison was the making of you, Fran. It shows that rehabilitation is possible. Exactly, and that's the thing, and that's another thing that I want to put out there because, again, I've mentioned it quite a few times. Everyone's so quick to shit on the prison, but actually, it's not about there not being rehabilitation. It's about if you want to change, because officers believed in me. Even when I made a stupid mistake in prison, I got caught with tobacco in my room. They still believed in me. They believed I could like work hard, get my jobs back, and that made a difference. And if it wasn't for a certain officer, and I can't remember his name, house block 3 he was, and he was sound, and he was like, "Fran," he goes, "We're gonna get you back, you know, we're gonna get your jobs back." Gave me a wing cleaning job. He was mint. So if it weren't for him, like, believing in me, I wouldn't have then got everything back that I'd lost in prison. So it's about the person. And I will say though, it is about your sentence. If you're doing 6 months, there's not really time to do courses and stuff like that. You've heard there's a lot of female prostitutes in prisons. I've not. I don't think I've met one. Would you like to work in prison and as a guest speaker? Mostly, yeah, I do. I would love to get into the prisons and do talks and stuff, like schools. I don't know if I've missed some here. If the world was to look down on you, how would that make you feel? I wouldn't care. Like, do you mean so like transport boy? Do you mean like if everyone, all you guys were like just giving me shit and everyone just looked at me as scum because I'm an ex-prisoner? I wouldn't care. If I cared, I wouldn't be taking this chance on doing this channel. Um, and you just got to. I ain't here for the world. I'm here for me. So I'm not going to say I don't get affected by things or someone can't touch a nerve with me. I'm not. I'm not this. I can be quite sensitive, but like I said, this I know if I help 1 out of 100 women, or make someone feel better about facing prison, or can help someone with domestic abuse, all that kind of stuff, then I don't really give a crap about anyone else. I'll do it, yeah. No, I don't care. I was really nervous at first though, I won't lie, but literally I was like, "No, there's nothing that prepares you for prison." And where I met so many vulnerable women, coming into prison because of the job I'd done, I feel like people need to know more. So I just put myself out there, and I've actually been given so much love, or you get some stupid comments, but they're really not that deep. Exactly, Patricia. That's right. Yeah, Nicole. Come on, everyone. Like and share. Fran, all we can do is try to be a better person today than yesterday. Exactly. Exactly. Like I said, I'm far from perfect. I try. I try. I try to be better every day, and then I'll have a day where I'm 10 days back. Does your past ever make you feel insecure? To be fair, no. Like I feel like because of my past, because I've been in prison, I'm more confident now than I've ever been in my whole life. What areas would you like to cover that you haven't yet? What do you mean, Lisa? Do you feel certain people make you feel insecure when you go out? And let's say if they heard you went in and they were gossiping about you, would that bother you? No. Before prison, stuff like that would have really bothered me. Definitely. I was very, very insecure. And I'm not saying I'm a really secure person, but stuff like that, man, because people that talk like that have got no lives. Like they're clearly bitter. They're clearly like, yeah, that shit really doesn't affect me. No, Samantha, I have thought about that though. I actually googled it the other day and then just didn't go through it. I was literally had the worst few weeks from work and I forgot to, but I want to email them. So yeah, exactly. Who cares what they think? I don't care. I don't care. It makes me laugh because when people comment on it, oh, another one, oh, so boring. It's like, mate, you're giving me views. Like, not as, and I'll just, it's like you're on here commenting, you're watching my stuff. So it just shows a level of intelligence of a person. They've just got no brain cells, so these kind of people just make me laugh. I think it's funny. I think I do and I don't with the death penalty, Robert. I feel like they should in some aspects because I think certain people definitely deserve to the death penalty, but then I do believe that some people can be proven guilty when not. I mean, look at Nick Yaris for a prime example. You know, that man could have ended up on death, like actually being killed, and he was innocent. So it's a very dangerous game, that one. I don't believe in sort of super judgy superheroes that live in the sky. Hello, mate. In your first couple of weeks upon release, was you ever tempted to go back to your old lifestyle? Yes, I was. Yeah, bearing in mind I'd been in that world from the age of 13, so it's quite funny because I was actually speaking to my probation officer the other day, and I was saying about it. You know, in the beginning it was tough because I had no money. You know, I'm used to sort of like I didn't always have money in that drug world, but I'd have times where I had a lot of money, and there was times where I had absolutely nothing. But not being able to buy and have what I want, it was very, very difficult. It was really hard to adapt, but it's like saying to an alcoholic, you can think about drinking, but as long as you don't pick up the drink and do it, then you know it's okay. Oh, Glenna's blocking a load of comments. I didn't get that far down though. Where are we? Yeah, exactly. Sorry, guys, I'm trying to answer them all. Yeah, exactly. Transport boy, they are. They got issues going on clearly to be doing all that sort of stuff. It's not about what's happened or what you've done. It's about how you move forward from your experiences. Exactly. So if I can make a difference to someone or even family members, it doesn't just have to be um, prisoners and stuff like that because my old man had this perception of prison and he was terrified. He didn't realize that I was generally okay. When I said I'm okay, he would just think that I'm lying because they have this image of prison and they don't know what it's like. So it's a bit of reassurance for family members outside as well. Follow your dreams. Yeah, boy, they got nothing going on in their own lives, so they've got is other people to talk about exactly. And these people are never going to amount to nothing. No good's going to come in their life because they're just chucking out hate to the world. I'm a massive believer in the secret, in the universe, in putting out good vibes. The hardest thing is the things you can't control outside. I lost my dad and granddad within the first month. I was struggling, couldn't even go to the funeral because they passed in Italy. So gutting. Wow, I'm so sorry to hear that. And yeah, I can't imagine. I can't imagine how that must have felt. Yeah, yeah, do you know what, Nicole? I struggled. I had so many people when I got out that reached out to me on LinkedIn, and I was honest straight away, and I was like, just letting you know that I've been in prison. I totally respect if you don't want to carry on like this conversation. And most of them would not even respond to me. Most of them didn't even want to know. They didn't even have the decency to go, you know what? I respect your honesty, but sorry. I could have handled that, but I think it was the just ignoring it was just the ignoring me and not even responding. I think that knocked my confidence as well because first of all, the company I'm with now, they reached out to me. I'd only been out a couple of months, and then they offered me this job. And then I said, obviously, I've been in prison. I was like, look, I'm not going to sort of carry on with this any further, but I wish you all the best. Let's keep each other's numbers. And then a year and a half later, he reached out to me again, and he was like, look, everyone deserves second chances. He could see that I'd been in the same job, and they gave me a chance. And yeah, I was very, very lucky. 196 people have been freed from death row since, wow, 1 in 8 innocent. Exactly, that's the problem, and I do believe that. I do believe people, um Glenn has timed someone out for 80. What the hell? Yeah, what are you drinking tonight? Even the folks we consider to be the best of people of the world have skeletons in their closets to be Yeah, exactly, Patricia. I mean, again, I'm not perfect. Please trust me, I'm far from perfect. And I'm not always as strong as everyone, thinks. Obviously, we all can put on like a mask to the aspect of what's really going on behind closed doors. There's always some idiot frown with nothing better to do spamming your live. If they stopped and listened to your lives, they may learn something. Yeah, but you can't educate these people. They're just dumb. These are probably going into about 50. Like they're probably going from live to live. They probably create a fake account just for this because it obviously gives them a thrill. So let them do their thing and whatever on it. I don't drink alcohol. Oh yeah, of course you don't. You drink a Lamborghini from time to time, though. Are you from Russia? Hey, Russia. What's the first thing you did when you got out? I had to see probation and I went to see my old man and my mum. Oh, that's all right, Janet. Hope you're well. Yep, definitely. It is all about the future. That's what I said. It's 100% because you can't ever change the past. So you're going to sit and dwell on it. And what's that going to do? Like I said a minute ago, you're the only person affected from it. Nobody else. No one. And you cannot change it. It's done. Is there anything from prison besides that you miss from besides people that you miss from prison? I I miss the stability, I miss the routine, I miss, the no responsibilities. I struggled with prison for a long, long time. I missed it for a long I would probably say it's only been the last few months that I've stopped, like, missing it, but it was my home. It was my home for nearly 4 years, and it's kind of put me on the right path, and it was just it's weird. It's hard to explain it unless you've been in prison. That's very true, Samantha. You can't educate pork. No, you can't. Yeah, no, it is structure. I think I need that. I need sometimes to be told what to do. Um, I'm not good left to my own devices. I know, right? It's funny. I went into the shop the other day and they had. Do you remember the 50p chocolate bars, the cheap chocolate bars? I think they were like I can't remember what there was in the shop now. It's something like 85p or something stupid. I was like, "Oh my god, I wonder how much has gone up in prison." Let's just see something for a minute. Can I don't know if I can. I was just seeing if I could what have I done? I've just done something to my thing. I wanted to see if I could add you in, but I can't, Corinne. Yes. Hi, Liz. I hope you're well. I think I'm sorry if I missed anyone's questions, but I think by the looks of it, I'm caught up now. So if I missed it, you can ask again. How difficult is it getting a job with a criminal record? Do you know what? It's tough because, like I just said, I got ignored when I was honest and told people that I'd come out of prison. They just didn't even bother responding to me when they reached out to me first. But I just you people will believe in you. Like I think you just got to not give up. Like the company I'm with now, um, they took me on, so they know I've been in prison. Um, and within a year, I stepped up from assistant manager to branch manager. And do you think there is a difference how prisoners are treated in South compared to North? I don't know. I'm not sure on that one. I mean, yeah, I don't really know what the prison's like. I've never been up north, so I'm just trying to think. My friend said that it was not much different, but I think she said it was really weird. Okay, we'll do Wednesday then. Hello. Sorry. Hello. Yeah, Susan, she's a top bird. Anyone that's not subscribed to her channel, you need to jump over and do your thing on there, please. Wow, 43 years. That's mad. My cousin's in prison. She's 22, being sentenced for conspiracy to murder. How much time do you think she'll get? Wow. I'm not going to comment on that. Because I don't know. I mean, with conspiracy to murder, it's just the same as murder. I know someone that was in Bronzefield and she was around the same age and she drove somebody that committed a murder. So I just said I wouldn't comment on it, but now I am. So sorry about me contradicting myself. But she got life in prison because the way they look at it is conspiracy is the worst charge, the worst charge because without you, that crime wouldn't have happened. But but again, you just don't know. You don't know on the jury. It depends. Are they going guilty, not guilty? Are they already been found guilty? Depends on the judge. If they feel sorry for them, they might get double figures. I just don't know because the system's so corrupt that one person will get one thing. I can tell you, oh, this person got life, and then that person that you're talking about could get 10 years. So yeah, it's crazy. Oh, no, you're welcome, and me too. I do enjoy our lives together. I don't think a sex offender has a chance for a job though, hopefully not, but they can change their names and work in a school. Yeah, they can change their names, but I'm just trying to think there was a scenario about a guy that worked at my job when I first got out of prison, and I don't think they knew, and then the team found out. So the thing is, if people don't say anything and they've changed their name, they can do it. Oh, Lucy, I'm really sorry to read that. He needs to talk to someone. Um, I just say to forgive himself for the bad things he's done in the past involving drugs. Again, the only advice you can get, it's sad because the only thing he's doing is holding back his future. There's nothing literally that he can do, and I just advise you that you just get him some help. Well, I say him. Yeah, you said him. Yeah. Thank you, Harry. Yeah, I mean, it can be Will. That's the thing is I don't want to say and be like, oh, because people then get upset or be like, oh, they go back and tell that person, oh, yeah, someone on YouTube Live said you're going to get life, and then they start freaking out because they think they're not. And I don't really want to get too involved in saying what people are going to get on their sentences. So, Robert, I didn't go no comment at first. I turned around and made up a cock and bull story that I'd never seen the guy before, and that was picking up drugs. I was in debt, blah, 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 but the drugs were mine. It was nothing to do because what happened was that when we pulled up to the car park to meet my co-D to get the drugs off him, he passed the holdall through the passenger side window. So obviously my um ex, whatever she is, but she's an ex, was sat there, and obviously it looked like he passed the holdall to her. So I just said, look, it was mine. It's nothing to do with her. But then when they come back in for the second interview, they was like, "Oh, we're reminding you all anyway." But I was like, how does that make any sense? Because obviously they was like, "Yeah, but for all we know, them two have gone no comment." So, because I always ever said, whoever I was with, if you ever get stopped, if anything ever happens, you go get a solicitor and you go no comment, or you do whatever they say. So they've gone no comment, but I wanted her to get out. I didn't want her to be reminded. I knew for a fact I was going straight to prison, but they was like, oh, they were just trying to be an arseholes. They were like, oh, because how do we know that them two haven't bullied you into saying it and X, Y, and Z? And I was just like, the girl's never been arrested before. Look at my criminal record. So anyway, after that, then I just like no comment, no comment. um, and just to be an arsehole, because the police hate it when you go no comment, absolutely hate it. But I really thought that me, speaking out would get her released, but it didn't. Sky, the thing is I have, I think we've all done stuff. It's only because I got therapy in prison. It's only because 'cause I'd done some deep, deep ass therapy, and, you know, my advice to anyone is it was part of the AA, so it's part of the 12 steps. So if anyone's an addict on here, that, like, is magical. Go through the steps, and they'll teach you so much about the brain, about carrying the baggage. Um, that'd be my advice for the best kind of help you could ever get. Here it was, hello, at work, we'll watch tomorrow. Oh, hi, Cat. Yeah, 100%. They will all go. I'm good, thank you, Kat. I hope you are as well. Yeah, literally every solicitor will say go no comment, no comment. Even if you got banged to rights, they will go. They will tell you to go no comment. Katie, surprisingly, I just got on with everyone straight away. I got on with all different types of people, like the rude girls, the y- like geeky kind of people, the old grannies. I just got on with everybody. Weirdly, I was quite lucky, but I think I've always been lucky because, like, at school and stuff like that, I always just got on with everybody. So yeah, I was definitely blessed in that aspect because I think prison can be a very tough place. Um, and I feel like my tattoos and stuff gave off a different image to wasp. But don't get me wrong, I stand my ground, and I laid that out very, very, very early on. I said, "You can do what you want." I said, like, "If you try and take something from me, you'd have to knock me out to take my stuff." I don't think I'm hard. I don't think I'm bad. I don't even want to fight. It's not even something that I'd want to do. But I knew in prison you got to be that way. So I think, like, I remember an old granny. I've said it before. And bless her, she was quite a dear old lady. She was leaving and she was like, "Excuse me, can I say something to you?" And I was like, "What's up?" She was like, "I don't want to offend you though." I was like, "No, you're all right." I was playing pool. I'll never forget it. And then she was like, "When I saw you, I thought you was really scary and you was going to be a really horrible person, but you're actually one of the nicest people I've ever met." So it was really cute. So I think, just like I said, with this image I give off with the tattoos, people just um, judge me before getting to know me. How do you get jobs in prison? Do you apply or are you made to do them? So you have to work. So when you first go in, you won't work for about a week. You just get applied a job. And then if you want to get a good job, like I done recovery mentor or meet and greet the women that come into the prison, you have to have like a clean record for 12 weeks. You can't have got in any trouble or anything like that, and then you can get a really good job. So you just apply for it, and if there's one vacant, then the officers on the wing will write you a reference. It's a bit weird. It's a little bit like the outside. Obviously not quite the same, but yeah, you have to put in an application and stuff. We've all done bad things. You need to be the best person today. Definitely, Nicole. Sorry to interrupt. I just found your videos. I wanted to say I really enjoy them. Thank you for sharing your experiences. You're very welcome. Thank you for watching and subscribing. Well, I hope you are anyway. But no, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. All right, Samantha. Yeah, just give me a shout back. Oh, Shankshaw Redemption. I don't think I have. I don't think I've seen that. Fran, was there any other high profile people when you was there and not just your twin? Um, who was in there? I can't bloody think. But yeah, but not really that you guys might. To me, it's high profile because obviously I knew of their crimes, but maybe not to you. So there was like a few people that had like killed their kids and stuff like that. Sex offenders. Mm, that Shauna. I do it every time. Um, but no one as big as Joe. Yeah, it does. I think, Nicole, no comment. I think with my situation, I think for me, it was better for me to talk and try and get her out of it. For her, she's better off just going no comment, because she's only gonna say one thing wrong, because she wasn't streetwise. So she's only gotta say, "Did you know what was in the bag?" And then she goes, well, I knew she was picking something up, like, dodgy," then she's banged to rights then. So it's it doesn't, yeah, so you have to say no comment, you don't want to do the police work for, yeah, I know, it winds them up. I think it's brilliant, I love it. They get so angry. Mm, that is very true. Who was the most intimidating person you met? I don't No one. No one for me. Um, there really wasn't. Uh, not and I think a lot of my friends could all tell you that as well. I didn't find anyone intimidating. I think I just don't care enough, and I think I'm just like, I was such a joke. Don't get me wrong, I had my really low times and my moody times, but I was just such a joker in prison. I didn't give a shit. No, thank you, Nicole. I appreciate that. Was we in Bronzeville at the same time? I got my house raided and the cops commented me how tidy it was, and I was like, "Oh, thank you, fun times." That's jokes. I bet it weren't tidy when they left. Nah, Will, kitchen job's shit. It's all right money, but nah. I did a few days in there. To be fair, we did have jokes, but mm, nah. The jobs that I done, because you get to walk around the prison, you can go to any wing, any house block you want, and that's the best jobs. Thank you, guys. Yeah, of course she will. When my friend was in there at the same time as her, she was a teaching assistant. So when you go into prison, if you don't pass your level 1 and 2 in English and maths, you have to do it as a job, no matter what prison you go in. Some people choose to do it. So she was just like the assistant in the class helping do that. And it doesn't matter what crime you've done, you have to work. Does not matter. Oh yeah, do you know what, Robert? I've actually been thinking about doing that. I just don't have enough hours in a day. Oh, was she, Lisa? I think you should tell your cousin that she should jump on here and talk about her. I'm not sure. I was during lockdown, was very mental ill at the time. I think it was 2021. I was in Bronzeville. God, I was in Sen then. I was very trusted. Maths just doesn't add up. It's such a joker. Yeah, I couldn't stand school. I hated it. Bloody hell, you was lucky then, because I've never been in a raid where they've left my place tidy. They trashed the place. So guys, again, don't forget to check out the new face page that Glenn has set up for us, and the website that she set up. I'm sure she will pin it up again just in case any of you missed it. If you've got any last questions, pop them in now. And this is where you go silent for 5 minutes, and then I gotta go, and then 10 questions will all come flying up. Is there any limit to how many letters one prisoner can receive? Are the letters screened? Did you receive any interesting ones? No, there's no limit. My God, I remember when I first went in, I used to have about 20 coming through the door a day. I was really blessed with all my friends and stuff writing into me. So there's no, but they test them for drugs and stuff. Um, and if there's anything like sort of sexual to a wrong level or anything that they don't seem um feasible. I don't even know what the word is, like that, yeah, they'll take them off. You won't get the letters. Like, let's put it this way, some high profile prisoners get fan mail, and if the fan mail's not okay, then they get binned. Where was I? I was in healthcare wing for the whole time, so your videos have helped me piece some stuff together as my memory is a bit patchy. I'm really sorry to hear that because I've been down that healthcare. I've not obviously stayed there, but I know it's not a very nice place to have been. People who have a prison routine or called it home, call it institution. Oh, I know. I think. Well, yeah, I called it home. The officers used to go mad because I'd be like, "Take me back to my room. Take me home." It's not your home. Yeah, they did Section 18 my house so many times, but they left my weed in my grinder, which was on my desk. Yeah, because they probably couldn't be bothered with the paperwork. I mean, what's the point in all that extra paperwork for a little bit of weed? Do you get prior informed of a transfer or just a knock on your cell and off to Cornwall? So, yeah, so you will get told prior to your move if you're getting ghosted, which means you're in trouble or you're causing trouble in the prison. They won't tell you. You'll just get a knock at the door there, like you got half hour to pack your bags. You're moving prisons. I've had too many tubs and boxes. I found something behind the TV in bedroom. Okay, now. Would you be interested in doing lectures in schools and colleges? Yeah, 100%, Robert. I really want to go into schools. I really want to go into prisons as well. I'd really like to go back in and do talks. Nicole, do you think COVID has a lot to answer for locking people up with abusers? Over 250 children died because no school to look out for them, and abusers could abuse women. Oh God, yeah. Yeah, and the worst bit was it was a load of bullshit. Like COVID is just a flu. It's the same as any other flu, and now it's absolutely nothing. So it's yeah, it's definitely I think it has a lot to answer for really, and people's mental health. Like it affected a lot of people hugely. Yeah, men are being abused. Oh, it's boring. It's not just women. It's just a sad thing is women speak out more, men don't, and that's the sad thing. I remember the big visiting room in Bronzefield. No sitting behind a desk. It's like comfy chairs. Oh, it's like the family room, you mean, or the actual visiting hall? But yeah, they are quite comfy chairs in there, to be fair. Yeah, but the thing is it's healthcare for a reason, and you have mental health, so you know that is what it is, unfortunately, and that they need to be there to support you. Yeah, thanks. I am knackered, rough rider. I am. Um, works a lot. Didn't get out till gone 6 o'clock tonight as well. I have to come home, feed mum, dye my hair, shower, and then jump on for you guys. Were prisoners forced to take the jab? No, no, no. So the prisoners didn't have to take the jab. They could if they wanted to, but they didn't have to. Nobody was forced to in prison. The only thing we was forced to do was not go near each other and wear a mask. I was in prison for 3 years, 8 months. No, they can't, Justin. They can't have Nikki, no. Not over this way anyway, that's for sure. Yeah, no. They put quite a few girls on there that had mental health as well, but it was more not. Oh, you're welcome, Nicole. I enjoy it. I love it. I love interacting with you guys. Um, and I think it's nice for you to just throw questions up because when we do lives, obviously we're talking about a topic. Well, I say that, but me and the true crime whisperer go off on other stories. But yeah, I just thought it'd be nice. I might just do this once a week, guys. So if you're enjoying it, then let me know, and we'll do this once a week. Ah, you're welcome. Thank you, Lucy. Did you feel supported by chaplaincy inside? I'm always sad. I'm always sad when people dismiss finding comfort when you're at your lowest. We all mess up in a while. Do you know what? The chaplaincy are amazing. My eyes watering. I've got shampoo and conditioner on it. Um, they are absolutely amazing. They really are, and they do every religion. And they're so supportive, and they will come down and they will see you. They will take you up for the chaplaincy one on one. They are actually a blessing to a lot of prisoners. I'm not going to lie. What about an ex-male prison officer? We need one on here. Is there many Muslim and female prison population in the men's? There's bare, especially ones I've been in. Yeah, there's a lot of Muslim females, and quite a few girls turn Muslim as well. They find comfort in it. What I like in prison is nobody is, nobody cares about anyone's religion or faith. Everyone's respectful. There's no there's no, like, racism and stuff like that. There's none of that. I never come across it anyway. Yeah, so tomorrow night I've got Roxy. You guys may have seen her a little while back. She was tricked by her lover. She's actually gonna come on a live with me tomorrow night at 8 p.m., so don't miss that. We're gonna probably focus a bit more on the domestic abuse because that's what happened in the relationship, which landed her up in prison. She was tricked by her lover, made to believe that I'm still gonna call him he because 'cause I'm respectful because I believe that's what he wants, but he tricked her into actually making her believe that he actually was a male. But I won't go too much into it. If you wanna know the in-depth story, there's a video a bit further back down on my channel. Watch it and join us tomorrow night, and you can ask some questions, but be respectful, but I know you guys all are. You always give nothing but love. So there is an exercise yard, Robert, but it's like a little tiny triangle and you just walk around and around and around, and it's tiny. Yeah, the bizarrest thing was he was one of the first people I met, when I got into prison. He had a phone and everything. I was FaceTiming home off his phone. Right, guys, I'm gonna, call it a night now. So thank you so much for coming on. I really appreciate it, and, yeah, I've had some wicked questions tonight. So definitely join us tomorrow night, 8 o'clock. It'll be a good live, and it's all gonna ping up in a minute. If you have to go to hospital for a knock, is there a guard with you the whole time by your bed? Yeah, there is. There is a whole time. You're cuffed. They stay with you. Ah, thank you. You guys sleep well as well. Good night. Yes, and to you as well, True Crime Whisperer as well. Make sure you subscribe to her channel. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciated. Much love always. See you at the next one, Joe. Oh, cheers, Joe. Take care, guys. Bye.